center of your digital lifestyle, and a lot of our customers we think are going to do exactly these types of things with it. We think it's so strong that one of the marketing lines we're going to use is your life to go, because we think a lot of people have their lives now tied up with their digital photographs, their movies, their music collections, etc. And you can do all of this on the road with your iBook. So let me just show you a few of these things real quickly. Got a few iBooks right here. And let me again, this is, let me show you a few things real quick. I'll just show you IE running so you can get a feel for what it's like to run a web browser on a 10x7 screen. You all know exactly what it's like. But here it is on a consumer notebook that costs $12.99. You don't get screens like this on consumer notebooks that cost $12.99 except on an iBook. And here we are. We have the whole web page on. I don't have to scroll horizontally. I've got room to spare on the side. It's really nice. It's just like working on a desktop computer. Let me go ahead and run, show you iMovie too. You know, here's iMovie here. And I can just, play my iMovie if I want to. And I can edit movies right on this thing exactly the same as I could on an iMac or any other desktop computer. So you've seen that. And now let me just show you what it's like to play a DVD again. It's really nice on this gorgeous screen right here. It's one of my favorite movies. All right, let's go here. Spin up the DVD. I'll just go ahead a little bit here. There, and again, it's just gorgeous on this 10x7 screen. So, all right. So we could watch that all day, couldn't we? And then let me show you. I've got another iBook here that just so happens to be running Mac OS X. And here we are in Mac OS X, running just fine on the new iBook. And I've got iTunes running here. So I go back to my library and, I could say, music and, pick a song. All. Everybody has their favorite music. Whatever. And so this works beautifully on the new iBook. We've also got a new audio system in the new iBook with stereo speakers and obviously headphone jack. It's really nice. And I've made a playlist here with some of my favorite tunes in it. And we can just take one of these playlists if we want to, any old one, and say, let's burn a CD. I've got a blank CD here. It'll pop the tray open and say, please insert a blank CD, and I'll stick one on and insert the tray, and it'll take a few seconds to identify it here. And then all I have to do is push a button and I'll burn this playlist on a CD. All right, click Burn CD to start. And as you know, iTunes is so simple to use that your parents could use it. And and here we are, we're preparing the CD, and so if we want to wait a few minutes, we can burn ourselves a CD. But, I think we want to get on, so we'll just let this burn and come back later if we want. So that's just a simple demo of 10. Here we are burning a CD on 10 on the new iBook. Here we are playing a movie off a DVD on the new iBook on this gorgeous screen, et cetera, et cetera. It really can be the center of our digital life. Now, one last thing I want to talk about in relation to the new iBook, and that's something that's very near and dear to us, and that's education. As you know, and may know, Apple has been helping teachers teach and students learn since 1977, since a year after the company started. We've been doing this for a long time, 24 years to be precise. And it's in the DNA of our company. We really care deeply about this. And we have the largest field sales force in the country out in education. We probably talk to more educators than anyone else, not just about computers, but about learning and curriculum and what's working and what's not working in terms of technology and education. And we now know, based on what we've heard from all of these leading educators, that the future of technology and education is wirelessly networked notebooks. This is what all of the leading schools and districts and states are moving to. And we're starting to see some serious things happening here now. This is the future. Why? Well, most schools now have 1 to several rooms dedicated to computer labs. And those computers serve the whole school. And what they do is they funnel classes in and out of that computer lab all day. So the students have to disrupt what they're studying, pack up, move to the room, get reoriented, which in and of itself takes about 1/4 of the class time, use the computers, and then go back to their room. And 1 to several classrooms, which could be used, 1 to several rooms that are being used for computer labs, which could be used for classrooms, are taken up. What are people doing instead? Why are wirelessly networked notebooks so important? Well, this is one reason right here. What we're starting to see is people use wirelessly networked notebooks in carts. And what do? Rather than the students going to the computers come to the students. And so at the beginning of the period, in comes the cart. They plug in an airport base station into a terrestrial Ethernet jack, or they may have their whole campus wired. The students take the notebooks out, take them back to their desks, and right there, right in the heart of what they're studying, their computers have been delivered to them. After they're done, they go back in the cart. Next period, they are headed for another classroom. The computers move, not the students. It also frees up these dedicated computer rooms to be more classrooms in our crowded schools. And so this is a really big deal. Wirelessly networked notebooks are clearly the future in education. And we can already see this. IDC data for calendar year 2000, notebook growth was 2.5 times desktop growth last year in units. So we already see this starting to happen. Now, Apple's in a pretty good position.